Hi, in this tutorial thing, I'm going to be going on about useful film editing techniques that can help you create decent films or videos. A shot reverse shot is a filming technique that often shows one character looking off screen at another character and a different shot showing the other character looking the other way off screen. This lets the audience know that they are talking to each other and they're not just talking to themselves. This technique is mostly used in scenes where the characters are having a conversation and it shows the audience both sides of the argument. When using this rule, a line called the line of action is placed according to where the characters are standing. The camera is allowed anywhere on one side of the line, but it's not allowed to cross, otherwise it'll make the characters look as if they switch positions. Hence the name 180 degrees. If you really want a decent film, then continuity is key. You don't want things changing in the background and everyone else noticing it apart from the actors. That would be pretty bad, and that would just prove to people that you're pretty bad at editing. It's called following the action because that's what the camera basically does. It literally follows the action around and what's happening around the main character throughout that scene. That's it. This is normally used when there's like an action-packed scene where there's more than one character included. Roll the example.
Tony! Trying to rid the world of weapons!
So yeah, from that example you can see that it focuses on the different characters and what they're doing, as well as the main character. So that's why it's called multiple points of view. Jump cuts aren't usually wanted in films. They're really sudden and the audience might not find that as easy to watch as something that's just smooth and edited nicely. But like this example,
No, ce n'est pas ça, Michel.
In my opinion, I think it's a bit weird and I don't really like it. I like something that flows and all the shots flow together nicely. But yeah, you can also avoid jump cuts by adding in cutaways, and these can sort of fill in where something may seem out of place or something's changed drastically, like a man walking and then suddenly a box appears in his hand, and you can insert a cutaway in between those two shots and show how the box got into his hands, like him picking the box up from the ground or some other random stuff. Match cuts are another way of making one shot sort of morph smoothly into another shot without making it seem too, whoa, that just changed, or yeah. So here's an example.
Et ta Ford, tu ne l'as plus?
Elle est au garage. Allez, quoi, je reste avec toi.
De toute façon, j'ai mal à la tête.
On sera pas ensemble, mais je voudrais rester à côté de toi.
This is when the shots cut to the beat of the soundtrack that's playing. The effect of this depends on the speed of the soundtrack. A faster beat means more cuts, which means it's more energetic, and a slower beat means less cuts, making it a more relaxed video. This technique is when a bunch of short shots are put into a sequence. This is to show an activity that's happening over a long period of time without taking that long. This filming technique was primarily introduced by Eisenstein and some early Soviet directors. Also known as cross-cutting, parallel editing is when the activities of two characters are shown. One shot could be of someone doing one thing and then it cuts to a different shot showing some other random person doing something else. This is used to build suspense and show activities that are happening at the same time.
Exia Deo, et mundi spiritus et ad locum Spiritui Sancto Paraclito. Oremus, preces nostus, per Christum Domine nostrum. Amen. Michael, crucis Domine in impressiones signatum, or de magnitudines gloria tua rudimenta servans, per custodia mandatorum a tuorum, ad regenerationes gloriam pervenire meriatur, per quiendum Christum Dominum nostrum. Amen. Oremus, omnipotens sempiterne Deus, Pater Domine nostri Iesu Christi respice dignatus super hanc fambulum tuum, Michael, qui venturus est judicari vivus et mortus in saeculum perennium. Amen. Michael, accipe sal sapiense propitiasse si tibi in vitam aeternam. Amen. Deus omnipotens Pater Domine nostri Iesu Christi, qui Dei regenerabilis aquae Spiritus Sancto, qui de debi tibi remissione omnia peccatorum, iste te lineat Chrisma te salutis in eiodum Christo Iesu Domine nostro, in vitam aeternam. Amen. Ego te lineolia salutis in Christo Iesu Domine nostro, rabias vitam aeternam. Amen. Credes in Spiritum Sanctum, Sanctam Ecclesiam Catholicam, Sanctorum Communionem Remissionem Peccatorum, carnes resurrectionem et vitam aeternam. Credo. Exorcisse te mundi spiritus in nomine Patris, et Filii.
There are a few transitions that are commonly used in films, and there are quite a lot, but I'm only gonna show you 3. And the first one is the dissolve. This transition sort of shows that a period of time has passed. So the character could be walking through a street and then a dissolve, and then they arrive at where they were going. Then there's the wipe, which is just one shot spreading across another shot in order to replace it. And there are different types of the wipe transition, and yeah. Then of course there's the straight cut, which is just instant, and it's useful when you're doing scenes where just to shorten the length of time to make it seem like they've done a lot but in just a couple of minutes. And that's it. I'm so glad this is over.